These are 7 Minecraft YouTubers who perfectly embody the 7 deadly sins, and we will be discussing all of them, starting off with Lost. I believe Dream symbolizes Lost the most because on his come up, he was idolized. If anybody had fanfics written about them, it was him. However, the story about Dream is that when he face revealed, he kind of fell off. And this I feel like kind of symbolizes what Lost is as a whole. When you lost over somebody, it's almost like once you achieve that lost, you no longer care for them because it is not love. However, you see, Dream did not want this curse. As Dream came up during the lockdown period, he was a faceless channel. And luckily, he grew to heights he never thought he would achieve. But what comes with that is this sin. Because he was born with a natural masculine sounding voice, his fans, and especially his fangirls, would fantasize about him. This, over years and years of hiding his face, led him to be stricken with this curse where he knew when he face revealed he would disappoint everyone. It got to a point where fans even doxed him. He had his old high school picture from when he was a little bit on the bigger side leaked, and he had to denounce it, which is very unfortunate. It's sad to not be proud of how far you've came. And you know, looking at him now, honestly, and looking at his old high school picture, he has come a very, very far way, and he should be proud of himself. However, due to this expectation, he cannot. And I feel like Dream as a whole symbolizes Lost very well. You know, because Lost initially feels very good. I feel like when Dream was coming up, he felt good about these fanfics. Of course, I'm not going to try to put words into his mouth, but honestly, any man who has many, 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 many girls feeding off over him is naturally going to feel good. It's going to give your ego a boost. However, when it came time to face revealing, and in this case, when it came time for the loss to be over, it felt like shit. So that's why I put Dream down as lost. Now, moving on to Pride, and that being Tommy Innit. Somebody very closely associated to Dream. You see, Tommy Innit was an average kid. He had great aspirations to one day be a massive YouTuber, and luckily he achieved them. However, on the way to his come up, he met Dream and became friends with him. The two were a classic duo. They were a very good team and had nice chemistry, but however, Tommy Innit could not contain his pride. Deep down, he felt as if he was better, as if he was more relevant, and as if Dream has fell off. He did the one thing that nobody should do, and that is bite the hand that feeds you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm putting Tommy Innit as pride. You see, he couldn't contain his sin of pride. He couldn't sit there and appreciate how far he came and appreciate those who helped him get there. However, instead, he decided, no, I'm going to bite the hand that feeds me. I'm going to start controversy after controversy to elevate even more. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, if this doesn't represent the sin of pride to a T, then I don't know what is. I could have put Tommy Innit as greed, however, I felt like another Minecraft YouTuber symbolized greed a lot more. Now, moving on to Roth, first things first, rest in peace to Technoblade. You know, when he died, the Minecraft community was shaken up. But the reason why I put him as Roth is purely out of respect. When it came to the game, there was no one better than Technoblade at his time. When Bed Wars first came out, he was going on crazy win streaks. When Minecraft Monday came out, if you were his teammate, you were guaranteed to win, and that's why I've decided to put him down as Wrath, because I feel like he symbolizes Wrath the best. I mean, what is Wrath? Wrath is overpowering others, and I feel like when it came to this game, his influence, no one did it better than Technoblade. And out of my sheer respect for him, I'm going to put him down as Wrath. Another reason why I'm putting Technoblade as the Sin of Wrath is purely because I believe he truly represents it the best. Because no matter what cost, he would try his best to win. We've seen this in the Sky Block War, where a player called Squid something, I'm unsure of his name, I've forgotten, it's been a while, and Technoblade fought it out to be the best at mining potatoes. Within that whole arc, there were many different points where Technoblade wanted to give up, but he didn't, and he came out victorious. And that's why I believe he symbolizes Wrath the most, because his wrath to win overpowers the fact that maybe it is detrimenting his life. As in, there were moments where he literally admitted himself that the potato war was affecting his day-to-day life, because he would spend hours and hours mining potatoes. But his sheer determination to win overpowered that. That's why I'm putting him down as Wrath. Now, moving on to Sloth. For Sloth, I've decided to put down J-Slap, which for me I feel like is a pretty obvious choice. I mean, the guy's last upload on his main channel was 8 years ago. Who else would I put down? Now, J-Slat, I feel like represents Sloth the most because he has a whole kingdom. If you really think about it, between his live streaming, his channel, he has amassed over 1 million fans, countless millions of fans. However, he is kind of here and there. Sometimes he comes, sometimes he doesn't. And also, just with his whole personality, he's a very chill and laid back person. And especially in the Dream SMP, when he became the president for whatever they had going on, I didn't really follow it too tough. But when he was president, he was kind of laid back and he kind of made everyone else do the work. He made it obvious that he didn't want to be president, and that's why I feel like he represents Sloth the most, purely because of his personality, because he just doesn't upload, and yeah. And I feel like Sloth is an uncontrollable amount of laziness. And the reason why I put J Slat here is because he has millions of fans. He has something to actually go up and grind. You feel me? But he doesn't. Now, I'm not going to put words into his mouth, but me personally, I think that's out of laziness. He just isn't bothered. So that's why I put him down as Sloth. For greed, I have put down Preston Plays. This is a very popular channel that's been around for a very long time. And the reason why I put him down as greed is simple. It's because Preston Plays has made a stupid amount of money off this. He used to have a server back in the day, which he used to generate revenue from. He has a lot of sponsorship and ad revenue on his videos, and he still uploads to this day. And I feel like that represents greed. I mean, I'm not saying this in a bad way. It's natural for humans to want to get more money. That's not a bad thing. But I feel like he represents greed the most, because if he wasn't, he wouldn't still be uploading, in my opinion. He's still making money off this, and he's made a stupid amount of money off this. And that's why I believe he represents greed the most. For Gluttony, I have decided to put down the popular 2B2T YouTuber Fit MC. Now, why have I decided to put him down as gluttony? Well, honestly, the reason why I put him down as gluttony doesn't really come down to his personality. It's just a simple fact that 2B2T is an anarchy server and he covers anarchy. And I feel like it is a literal wasteland where if you do not go out there and try to survive on it, you will starve. And I feel like with the years that he's covered 2B2T, he has gone through many different arcs where he's tried to acquire loot, and that's why I put him as gluttony, because I feel like as a 2B2T player, he would naturally want it all. If there were banned items on the server, he'd want it and he would go and get it. And that's honestly a simple reason why I put him as gluttony. I didn't really know who could fill out this role, so do bear with me for it being a little bit lackluster, but that's my reasoning on why I put him down as gluttony. And lastly, envy. I've left envy for the last because, quite a plot twist, I have not put a popular Minecraft YouTuber as it. However, I've decided to put myself, because I want to be like all these people. I want to one day be at the top. And I feel like I represent envy a lot, because I do look at these people and I look at them jealous. And I feel like that's what drives me to work even harder, because for me, I don't want to live a life where I don't have it. And I feel like I carry that within everything I do in life. The reason why I grind so hard is because honestly, I want it all. I come from nothing. I come from poverty. I've lived a very difficult life, and for me, I've gotten to a point where honestly, I don't care what people think about me. I want to fight for a better life. And that's why I put myself as envy. Because without that envy, I would have never ever gone on this journey to try uplift myself. It was the fact that I was down and I was looking around and I was looking at this guy doing it, this guy doing it, this guy doing it. And I was thinking, if they can do it, why can't I? And that's why I put myself as envy, because at the end of the day, it was that envy that drove me to push forward. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is different to the standard content I do, so if you guys enjoyed this video, I would love if you like, comment and subscribe, and gave me just constructive feedback. I will always reply to every single one of your guys' comments, because at the end of the day, we are a small channel and I honestly care about all of you. So yeah, with that being said, peace out.